Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. I am with Adam from the YouTube channel What the Gym. He is also known as the English Muffin.
As of today, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And so, what we're going to do, you can see the album behind Adam, and I've got it here. I've actually got two. I've got the 50th anniversary, All Things Must Pass, and an earlier one from I think 2014.
Mm-hmm.
I play both of them. Do you like the new remix? Have you heard it?
Yeah, I've heard the new remix.
Yeah.
That's the copy I've got.
Yeah. And then, yeah, as some of my viewers know, I've of course always loved George Harrison and the Beatles. But George Harrison's solo career, I didn't follow it as much as Paul and John's. But now I never really knew this album, Living in the Material World, except for a couple of songs, and I love this one too. Do you like this one, Adam?
Yeah, it's in my top 5
Yeah.
albums of his.
Well, maybe in the future we can rank the songs on this and maybe get a couple of other YouTube channels involved.
That'll be cool.
And then I've got 33 1/3, which is really good. The self-titled. And even Dark Horse I like. It's not his best, but I do like it.
Have you heard the album Cloud 9?
I used to have it, yeah. So I do know the album. I just need to get it on CD again. Yeah. So are the Beatles your favorite band?
Definitely. They've been my favorite band for at least the last 5 years.
That's the right answer, Adam.
That's why we talk about George Harrison.
Yeah. And who's your favorite solo Beatle?
I think for me it's gonna be Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Because of how many albums he's had.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got my list here on the side. It was actually hard to rank these songs because I did know the album, for many years, but not as well as I should have, because there's some songs I never really paid attention to, but I knew, What Is Life and My Sweet Lord and Wah Wah. Just some of the other songs I know a lot better now today, so I can rank them. So, and let's talk about the Apple Jam, because we're not ranking, we're not including that in the ranking. But just for me, I like the Apple Jam. I think it's fine. It's a fun listen. They're just jamming, right?
Yeah, I've heard it a couple of times. I like it enough.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 18 songs.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I bet you, Adam, that your number one won't be my number one.
Well,
and if it is, then I owe you $10 million.
All right, I look forward to seeing that on my bank account later then.
Okay, so at the bottom, you can go. Well, I'll go first. At the bottom, number 18. But just remember, I love every song, and it's just fun to rank them.
Yeah.
But number 18 for me is "If Not for You," just a very nice song. George wrote it with Bob Dylan, and yeah, it's a very nice song. And I think Olivia, what's her name there, had a hit with it too.
Olivia Newton-John, was it?
Olivia Newton-John, yeah. So number 18 for me is "If Not for You."
I think Bob Dylan sang that one first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So George Harrison covering a Bob Dylan song.
Oh, so George didn't? I don't know. I should look into it more.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just want to mention that this is my favorite George Harrison album, and my favorite solo Beatles album as well.
Yeah.
It's in my top 10 albums of all time.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm like you. I love all the songs on the album, so it was quite hard to rank these. But when number 18 is a song I Dig Love, which appears in the later half of the album.
I think that a lot of, and Rate Your Music fans can rate all the songs.
Yeah.
And I think that's usually at the bottom of the songs, but not for me. No. So I dig Love, but you still like the song.
Yeah, that's a story I like. I just think it's a bit repetitive, and
Yeah.
it's nowhere near as good as the rest of the songs
Yeah.
on the album, in my opinion.
All right. Well, I disagree with you, Adam.
Do you?
Okay, number 17 for me is "Awaiting on You All." And I just want to also mention, George Harrison's vocals are just so good on this album, right? And he's singing from the, you can hear, right, that he's
Mhm.
whatever he's singing, he means, right? And that just adds to it. But his vocals are just so good on this album and Living in the Material World. But number 17 is "Awaiting on You All," even though I still love the song.
Well, my number 17 is it's a song "Let It Down," which I believe appears on the second side of the album.
Let It Down?
Yeah.
That's way up on mine. Yeah.
I do love the instrumentation.
Yeah.
It's probably the best part of the song.
Yeah.
Especially when the horns kick in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Number 16, I think it would be lower on the list for a lot of fans of this album, but once again, I think it's because a lot of the album is so serious and spiritual and all that. This is just like a lighthearted, fun song. "Apple Scruffs." It's number 16. I think it's a really sweet song that George wrote for, the girls that used to hang out of the Apple outside of the recording studio. Mm-hmm. So number 16, "Apple Scruffs."
Yeah. I've actually been to Abbey Road Studios.
Yeah.
I went to the Abbey Road Crossing.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my number 16 is "Ballad of Sir Frankie Crisp." Let It Roll.
Oh, Sir Frankie Crisp, right?
I found that part rather annoying at first, but
yeah,
it's one of the songs that's grown on me the most on the album, even though it's not one of my favorites from it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know who Frankie Crisp is?
Yeah, he owned the house George lived in, right? Whatever it's called.
Friar Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like he owned it, and that's cool. So it's like a tribute to him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 15 is "I Dig Love." Like I said, I think most would have it at the bottom or near the bottom, but I don't know. I think it's kind of underrated. It's kind of a funky, and once again, it's a little more lighthearted, not as serious as some of the other songs on the album, and it needs that sometimes, so it's not all serious. I just think it's a fun, funky song. So that's number 15 for me.
Well, my number 15, you mentioned it a little bit earlier. That's "Apple Scruffs." Yeah. For the same reasons you mentioned, really.
Yeah.
But I love George's harmonica playing on it.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen him play the harmonica on more of his albums, because I think this is the only album he does that in.
Interesting. Yeah. And then, of course, all of his, I know Eric Clapton plays on the album, but a lot of George Harrison's slide guitar on this album is so good. All right. Number 14. I love this song. It's like just really gorgeous. "Behind That Locked Door."
Yeah. It's a great one, that one. It's like the country, the country sounding song on the album.
Good country, Adam. Yeah. Good country.
So we're on number 14, is it?
Yeah.
So number 14 is the song "Art of Dying," which is one of the last songs on the album.
Yep.
It's definitely one of the more serious songs on the album.
Yeah.
I think lyrically it's probably the best part of the song.
Yeah.
But I think it's a pretty great rock song on the album.
Good choice. All right. See, even now, when I look at a couple of the songs, it's like I don't, until I hear, the very start of, oh yeah, it's that song, right? Just from reading the title. But number 13 for me is Run of the Mill.
I think George wrote that about Paul McCartney, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I know he wrote another song about Paul McCartney, but that's he could have. I think he back then he, him and Paul weren't getting along too well. Yeah.
But my number 13 is Isn't It a Pity? But the second version of the song. It's not the first version, don't worry.
Oh, I'm still worried, Adam. Have I mentioned Isn't It a Pity version 2 yet?
Well, don't worry that the first version of it is in my top 5 songs.
I won't worry yet.
Or quite close to be my top 5.
Okay.
But yeah, I do really love it. I just don't think there needs to be 2 versions of the song, personally.
Well, I'll get into that a bit later, my thoughts on that. So number 12 for me is the opening song, I'd Have You Anytime, which I think is just a perfect opening song for the album because it's kind of relaxing and, mellow and kind of just gets you right into the album. And once again, George Harrison's guitar work and his vocals and everything. It's just a very sweet song. So that's my number 12.
Well, you go with the album opener. I'm going with the album closer. Number 12 is Hear Me Lord.
Okay.
Yep. It reminds you of My Sweet Lord a bit.
Yeah. That's because it has Lord in the title, Adam.
Yeah, that's probably why. But I think it's a really excellent way to close the album.
Yeah. Okay. Number 11. It's not even in my top 10, and I love the song so much. Number 11 for me is Art of Dying. And that's one of the songs I didn't know really well. Like half of the album I knew well, and the other half not as much. But I love how it starts so heavy, and then it just goes lighter, and then gets heavier again. And it's like, for me, it's almost like a new song I've never heard before. But since getting back into All Things Must Pass and his other albums, like I've played All Things Must Pass probably at least 15 times or more since I got it a month ago.
You've already played it more than me.
Yeah, that's good. All right. So your number?
Yeah, my number 11. Didn't quite make it into my top 10. It's the song Beware of Darkness.
Ooh.
I would have liked it to be in my top 10, but it didn't quite make it for me. Yeah. I still do really love this one.
Yeah. And once again, great lyrics in that song.
Definitely.
All right. Number 10. Now, this song was written about Paul McCartney. Wah Wah. Because Paul was giving George Harrison a wah wah headache. And yeah, I love the, it's, one of the heavier songs on the album, and, Phil Spector's production, even on the remix, it still kind of has that Phil Spector production. But yeah, I've always, even back when the album came out, I always loved the song Wah Wah. So that's my number 10.
Well, we finally agree on one. It's my number 10 as well.
Well, it's about time you agreed with me, Adam.
Yeah.
I was starting to worry.
But yeah, the song rocks.
Yeah.
I love listening to this one.
Yeah. All right. Number 9. Now, I'm sure this will, I don't think you haven't mentioned this yet. I'm kind of thinking this will be your number 1 or 2, but it's number 9 for me. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
My Sweet Lord.
Well, I've got no comment whether it's a favorite or not. You have to wait and see. But my
All right.
number nine,
Yeah.
is the album opener. I'd Have You Anytime, which I think George wrote this with Bob Dylan,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
They both wrote it together. Yeah, it's a very chill, relaxing type of song. Yeah, a great way to set the tone for the album.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good opener. All right. So number 8, and once again, like I said, some of the songs on this album I've known for years and really loved. And it is What Is Life, which was a hit single for George too. And yeah, it's just another great rocker, and the lyrics once again are superb. So that's number 8 for me.
Well, my number 8 is the song "Run of the Mill." Yeah. It's a short but sweet song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's excellent, and I think George said that this was one of his favorite songs on the album.
Oh, cool. All right. Now, number 7, you mentioned earlier. Yeah, once again, this was a song I didn't know as well as I should have. I had heard it before, but probably didn't give it the time of day. It is Ballad of Sir Frankie Crisp, Let It Roll. And I do love the background vocal, "Oh, Sir Frankie Crisp." I think that it's a little eerie. It's just really cool. So it's number 7 for me.
Well, my number 7 is the version 1 of "Isn't It a Pity." Isn't It a Pity didn't quite make my top 5.
Wow, that low, Adam.
Yeah.
That's too low, Adam. I disagree with that.
Just didn't quite make it for me.
Yeah.
But it's the longest song on the album. It's over 7 minutes long.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel that long to me.
Mm.
And towards the end of the song, it reminds me of "Hey Jude" a bit.
Yeah, I think that was inspired. Paul,
yeah,
of course, did inspire everybody. And I think, yeah, it's kind of because of "Hey Jude" that George kind of stretched that song out. Yep. So number 6. So these are, I consider all of these masterpieces. Number 6 is "Beware of Darkness."
Yeah, good one. One of the more underrated songs on the album.
Mm-hmm.
But my number 6, you mentioned this towards the bottom of your list, is the song "Awaiting on Your Wall."
Mm-hmm.
I've always really loved this one. It's one of the more sort of happy sounding songs on the album. It's just got a great vibe about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now you see, we can kind of disagree with the best songs on the album, right, Adam? And we can still get along, right?
Yeah.
Even though you're wrong and I'm right.
If you say so.
Okay. So number 5, once again, a song I didn't know as well as I should have. The final song, "Hear Me, Lord." And once again, George's vocals, right? The emotion in his vocals. Well, the whole album, but especially that song, very, very nice. So that is my number 5.
Well, my number 5 is the song "Behind That Locked Door." Yeah. I think it's the most underrated song on here. I love the pedal steel guitar on it, especially.
Do you like country music overall, or?
Yeah. I would have liked George to have done more country music.
Yeah. All right. Number 4.
Number 4
is, maybe I had the one song confused with this one. So yeah, number 4 is "Let It Down." That's the one that starts heavy at the very beginning, and then it goes lighter, then gets heavier again. So I think I mixed up a couple songs. Like I said, just seeing the song title sometimes until I hear the song, it's like, oh yeah, that song. But yeah, Let It Down is number 4 for me.
I had it quite far down in my ranking.
Mm.
But my number 4, it's What Is Life.
Yeah.
You said it was a big song for George.
Yeah.
And it's still one of my favourites from the album.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a classic George song,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah. All right. The top 3.
The top 3.
Number 3 is All Things Must Pass.
The title track.
Yeah, it is kind of too bad. Some of these songs, imagine if, the Beatles stayed together, right? And they did some of these songs on a early beat, in like the early 70s, like Isn't It a Pity and All Things Must Pass. But I mean, at least we got All Things Must Pass, the album. So I'm not complaining. But it's number 3 for me. I think it's just I don't know. It's one of the great songs. One of the best Beatles solo songs.
Well, my number 3, the one that's getting the bronze medal. I know I said that Behind the Locked Door, I think, is the most underrated song on the album. But I think this one is. It's If Not For You.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always fallen in love with this one. George is back with the harmonica on this one. Yeah, I just think it does a brilliant job with it. I like it even more than Bob Dylan's version.
Yeah. So that's our biggest gap, I guess, because I have that at 18 and you have that at 3.
There's a huge gap.
Yeah.
15 songs difference.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think's left for me to pick?
I'm looking at the songs now. Oof. I'm not quite sure what your number 1's going to be, to be honest.
Number 2. Number 2, Adam.
Oh, we're on number 2, yeah.
Number 2 is Isn't It a Pity? Isn't it a pity it's not number 1, it's number 2?
Which version, though?
The original, like the long version.
Oh, the long version.
Yeah.
Well, my number 2, it's a title track, All Things Must Pass. It's in my top 100 songs of all time.
Yeah.
I think it's got some of the best lyrics on the album. It's definitely one of the more emotional sounding songs on the album.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the songs that gets to me the most on here. It's one I love listening to.
Yeah.
But I think there's a version of it you can find on the Let It Be Super Deluxe version. So I think it appeared in the Get Back series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. There's an acoustic version of that, isn't there?
Yeah. So that means your number 1. Isn't it
one, Adam.
Version 2?
My number 1 is Isn't It a Pity version 2. And
you prefer version 2?
Yeah. Well, I love them both basically the same, but I think I've always known Isn't It a Pity, the long song. But version 2, I always kind of ignored, and I heard other, fans of this album say it's kind of just repeating the song again, and it's shorter, and there were maybe it's like filler on the album or something. But I love the just the music in it. I don't know if it's a keyboard or a guitar, but just the music and then the way George sings it differently. I don't know. Yeah, between the two, I love both versions, but between the two, I prefer version 2 more. So it's my number 1.
Well, easy, my number 1. Yeah, easy number 1 for me. It's Johnny's birthday. It's Johnny's birthday. It's Johnny's birthday.
That's cheating.
No, my number 1's, of course, My Sweet Lord. The biggest song on here. The first song
you tricked me, Adam. That's not funny. It's not funny you trying to be funnier than me. I don't appreciate that.
It was just a one-off. It's just a one-off.
Yeah.
But I remember first hearing it in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 film.
Yeah.
It's my favourite solo George song of his. It's one of my favourite songs of all time.
Yeah.
Especially the Hallelujah part.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got all sorts of people in that part.
Yeah.
You've got Phil Spector and Billy Preston as well.
Yeah.
And of course Eric Clapton.
And you've seen the concert for George?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that is so good. Yeah. Yeah. So we did it, Adam.
We did it. Sure did.
Now I think my list is better than your list, but
well, that's just your opinion.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah. So thank you very much for doing this. It was fun. And so are you interested in doing the same with living in the material world?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me on your channel. And yeah, I definitely would love to join for living in the material world.
Yeah. What's your second favorite George Harrison album?
I think it's his self-titled album.
Interesting. Cool. Okay. And tell us about your channel. I'll have a pinned comment in the link below.
Yeah. So my channel, What the Gym, has recently reached 800 subscribers, which I'm very pleased about. But I do a lot of videos and live streams to do with movies and music. I also do a lot of YouTube shorts as well. And I do live streams playing video games. In fact, I'm doing a couple of them later today. A couple of gaming live streams. Cool. So I like doing all sorts on my channel. I like doing a lot of vlogs as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to play video games, but way back in the day, like Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and
I think you did a video about it.
Yeah, and some early PC games like Quake, and I don't know, but yeah, I'm just not into gaming these days. I'm too old to game, Adam.
That's all right.
You can game for me. So, okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Adam. That was fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. And we'll talk to you later. Okay.
Peace out and peace and love.
Bye-bye.
Bye.